I want to share something with you today that many of us often overlook: the legs, our foundation, our support system, the very part of the body that carries us through life, are usually the first to weaken as we get older. And when they weaken, everything else starts to decline. You've seen it in loved ones, maybe even in yourself. Stiffness, cramps, pain, and weakness that make simple tasks like climbing stairs or getting out of a chair much harder than they should be. Now, one of the most common issues people experience is leg cramps. They sneak up at night, wake you from your sleep, or hit you during exercise. And it's not just a nuisance, it's your body crying out that something is missing. Cramping is usually linked to electrolyte imbalance, poor circulation, dehydration, or simply the wrong foods. But here's the truth. Nature has given us powerful healing fruits that can prevent this from happening. I'm going to share with you 6 amazing fruits that can strengthen your legs, prevent those painful cramps, and keep your muscles working at their best. Number 1, bananas. Bananas are the king when it comes to potassium. And potassium is the mineral that relaxes your muscles, prevents tightness, and helps nerves communicate properly. If your potassium is low, your muscles will spasm, your legs will tighten, and cramps will be your companion. 1 banana a day can make a world of difference. But always remember, it's not just potassium alone. You also need balance with magnesium and sodium. Bananas give you that beautiful natural blend. Number 2, oranges. Citrus fruits like oranges are not just rich in vitamin C, which is vital for collagen and connective tissue repair, but they also provide electrolytes. Vitamin C strengthens blood vessels, which means better circulation to your legs and muscles. When circulation is strong, oxygen flows freely, toxins clear out, and cramps become less likely. Drink fresh orange juice or eat the fruit whole, and your legs will thank you. Number 3, watermelon. This is hydration in fruit form. Most leg cramps happen because of dehydration. Watermelon is nearly 92% water, but it's also packed with magnesium and potassium. Athletes eat watermelon before and after workouts for a reason. It cools down inflammation, hydrates the body, and provides the minerals your muscles crave. If you ever get cramps in the summer, watermelon should be your go-to. Number 4, avocados. Now, some people don't think of avocado as a fruit, but it is. It is one of the most nutrient-dense. Avocados are loaded with magnesium, the relaxation mineral. Without magnesium, calcium floods your muscles and keeps them contracted, which causes cramps. Magnesium allows them to relax and heal. 1 avocado gives you about 15% of your daily magnesium needs, plus healthy fats to protect your joints and muscles. Number 5, cherries. Cherries are unique because they're anti-inflammatory powerhouses. Leg cramps often come with soreness and stiffness afterward. Cherries reduce that inflammation, speed up recovery, and improve circulation. Studies show cherry juice reduces muscle pain after exercise. If you suffer from restless legs or nighttime cramps, adding cherries or tart cherry juice into your diet may help you sleep more peacefully. Number 6, dates. Dates are nature's candy, but don't underestimate their power. They are loaded with potassium, magnesium, and natural sugars for quick energy. They replenish what your muscles lose after sweating, and they help prevent those sudden spasms that catch you off guard. Just 2 to 3 dates a day can keep your body fueled and your muscles calm. Now let me remind you, it's not just about eating these fruits randomly. Consistency is key. Make them part of your daily lifestyle. Rotate them. Mix them. Add them into smoothies, snacks, or meals. And don't forget the foundation. Drink plenty of water, stretch your legs daily, and keep your circulation moving by walking. Your legs are your lifeline. When your legs stay strong, you stay independent, mobile, and full of life. But when they weaken, the body begins to shut down. Don't wait until you're stuck with pain and cramps every night. Prevent it now with these gifts from nature. So the next time your legs tighten up, don't just rub them and hope it goes away. Ask yourself, am I feeding my body what it truly needs? Because healing doesn't come from pills first. It comes from the choices you make every single day. And it starts with putting the right foods into your system. Stay strong, stay healthy, and remember, your body is a healing machine when you give it the right tools. Your legs are your foundation, the pillars that carry you through life. Every step you take, every movement you make, depends on the strength and stability of your legs. Yet what most people don't realize is that the legs are the very first part of the body to weaken as we age. And when the legs begin to weaken, it starts a chain reaction that affects your entire body, your health, your mobility, and even your independence. I want you to think about that for a moment. The heart pumps blood to keep us alive. The brain keeps us alert, thinking, and focused. But if your legs can't carry you, if they can't hold your weight, if they don't have the endurance to take you where you need to go, then life becomes limited. Simple tasks, like walking up a flight of stairs, getting out of a chair, or carrying groceries, suddenly feel like mountains you have to climb. The reality is this: when your legs get weak, the body starts to shut down, and it doesn't happen overnight. It starts slowly. Maybe you feel tired after a short walk. Maybe your knees feel heavy, your calves tighten up, or your balance isn't what it used to be. These are early warning signs that your legs are losing strength. And when that happens, everything else follows. Weak legs mean reduced circulation, less oxygen reaching your tissues, and muscles that no longer function at their best. When you can't move like you used to, your activity levels drop, and when activity levels drop, the heart, lungs, and metabolism all begin to decline. It's a domino effect, and it all begins in your legs. Now, one of the most common problems linked to leg weakness is cramping. You may be lying in bed at night when suddenly a painful cramp jolts you awake. You may be out walking when your calf seizes up. These cramps are not just annoyances, they are signals that your body is struggling. They tell you that circulation isn't flowing the way it should, that electrolytes are out of balance, that your muscles are dehydrated or undernourished. And when you start ignoring those cramps, when you accept them as part of getting older, you allow the problem to worsen. The truth is, age alone doesn't destroy the legs. It's neglect, poor diet, and a lack of proper care. Think about the elderly people you see who shuffle when they walk, who rely on canes, walkers, or wheelchairs. In almost every case, it's not their heart that failed first, not their lungs, not even their brain. It was their legs. The loss of leg strength takes away independence, and when independence is gone, the spirit suffers. People lose hope, lose confidence, and eventually they lose their will. That is why protecting your legs is one of the most important things you can do for your long-term health and happiness. The good news is your body has an incredible ability to repair, rebuild, and rejuvenate. Your muscles are living tissues, and they respond quickly to what you feed them and how you use them. If you nourish your body with the right foods, if you keep your legs moving, if you maintain hydration and circulation, you can keep your legs strong well into your later years. You are never too old to make a change, never too late to start protecting your foundation. I've seen people in their 70s, 80s, even 90s regain leg strength, improve balance, and restore independence simply by making smarter choices and giving their body what it needs. So why do the legs weaken first? Because they carry the heaviest burden. Every pound of your body weight rests upon them. Every joint, every muscle, every ligament in your legs takes that pressure day after day, year after year. Without proper nutrients, without circulation, without stretching and movement, they eventually give in. But when you feed your legs the right minerals, when you stay hydrated, when you keep moving and exercising even in small ways, your legs will repay you with strength, balance, and resilience. I want you to realize that your legs are not just muscles and bones, they are your freedom. They are your independence. They are the difference between living fully and watching life pass you by. Don't wait till your legs fail to give them the attention they deserve. Listen to what your body is telling you. If your legs feel weak, heavy, or crampy, that is your wake-up call. You have the power to strengthen them, to nourish them, and to keep them healthy. Remember, the legs may weaken first, but with the right care, you can make them strong again. And when your legs are strong, your entire body and mind become stronger too. Leg cramps are one of the body's strongest signals that something is missing. These sharp, painful spasms in the calves, thighs, or feet are not just random events. They are your body's way of crying out for help, telling you that it's out of balance. Too many people simply brush them off, thinking it's just age, bad luck, or overuse. But when you experience cramps, you should pay attention. They are warning lights, just like the dashboard of your car. Ignore them long enough, and a small problem turns into something much bigger. The truth is, cramps are usually linked to deficiencies in the body, and those deficiencies are almost always preventable. Your muscles need electrolytes to function. Potassium, magnesium, calcium, and sodium all work together like an orchestra. When they're in harmony, your muscles contract and relax smoothly. But when even one mineral falls out of balance, the system breaks down and the muscle seizes. That's the cramp you feel, that sudden tightening that won't let go. Potassium is one of the key players. It keeps the electrical signals between your brain and muscles firing correctly. Without enough potassium, your muscles can't relax after contracting, and that's why spasms happen. Magnesium is equally important. It's called the relaxation mineral for a reason. It counters the effects of calcium, which excites the muscle fibers. If calcium floods in and magnesium isn't there to balance it, the muscles lock up. Calcium too has its role, but if your levels are too low, nerves misfire and cramps become more common. And sodium, which so many people fear because of processed foods, is also essential in the right amounts. It helps hold fluids in your system and keeps your muscles hydrated. Dehydration is another major cause of cramping. Your muscles are like sponges. They need water to function properly. Without enough hydration, electrolyte levels get thrown off, blood thickens, circulation slows, and your muscles suffer. This is why so many people cramp at night when the body is already a little dehydrated after a long day. This is why athletes cramp after sweating heavily, because fluids and minerals have been lost. And this is why older adults cramp more often, because they often drink less water and eat less nutrient-dense foods than they should. Circulation plays a huge role as well. When blood isn't flowing properly to your legs, oxygen delivery drops, waste products build up, and the muscles respond by tightening. That's why people with circulation issues like varicose veins or peripheral artery problems often deal with cramps. It's not just a muscle issue, it's a whole body circulation issue. Poor posture, sitting too long, or not moving enough throughout the day can make this worse. Now here's the mistake most people make. They look for a quick fix, they stretch, they rub the muscle, they maybe even take a pill. And yes, the cramp eventually passes, but the root cause remains untouched. Until you correct the underlying deficiencies, the cramps will keep coming back, sometimes stronger, sometimes more frequent, and sometimes in places that truly limit your quality of life. But here's the encouraging part. Your body is very forgiving. When you give it what it needs, it responds quickly. If you replenish electrolytes through foods like bananas, avocados, oranges, and watermelon, you restore balance. If you stay hydrated, circulation improves, and muscles become more flexible. If you make small changes in posture and activity, your blood flow increases and oxygen returns to the muscles. These are natural solutions, not band-aids, and they address the very root of the problem. I want you to understand that cramps are not something you have to live with. They are not an inevitable part of aging. They are signals that you can act on. Your body is asking for minerals, for water, for movement, for balance. When you supply those needs, the cramps lessen, the legs grow stronger, and your foundation becomes more stable. Think about how much better life would feel without waking up in the middle of the night with pain shooting through your leg. Think about walking, exercising, or working without fear of your muscles locking up. That is possible, and it begins with respecting the signals your body gives you. When your body whispers, listen. Don't wait for it to scream. Cramps are whispers, and they're telling you that change is needed now. So when those painful spasms hit, don't just reach for the quick relief. Ask yourself, am I hydrated enough? Am I getting enough potassium, magnesium, calcium, and sodium? Am I moving enough throughout the day? Because the answer to cramps is not found in ignoring the pain, it's found in addressing the deficiencies that cause it in the first place. And once you restore that balance, not only do the cramps go away, but your entire body feels stronger, more energized, and more alive. Bananas are one of the simplest, most powerful, and most healing foods that nature has given us. Many people underestimate them because they're so common, so easy to find, and so inexpensive, but don't let their simplicity fool you. Bananas are loaded with the exact nutrients your body craves to keep your muscles functioning smoothly and to prevent those painful leg spasms that interrupt your sleep, your exercise, and your daily life. One of the biggest reasons bananas are so effective against cramps is because of their high potassium content. Potassium is one of the most important electrolytes in your body. Every single muscle contraction, every heartbeat, every movement you make depends on potassium being in balance. When potassium levels fall too low, muscles don't relax properly. Instead of releasing, they stay tight, they seize up, and that's when you feel those excruciating cramps in your calves, your thighs, or even your feet. By eating bananas regularly, you give your muscles the fuel they need to contract and relax the way they're supposed to. But bananas are not just about potassium. They're also a good source of magnesium, vitamin B6, and natural carbohydrates that feed your cells with clean energy. Magnesium is what I like to call the relaxation mineral. Without enough magnesium, calcium builds up inside your muscle fibers and keeps them in a contracted state. Magnesium balances that, allowing your muscles to relax fully after each contraction. This balance of potassium and magnesium is one of the main reasons bananas work so quickly and effectively against cramps. Vitamin B6, Also found in bananas, helps your body use protein and carbohydrates more efficiently. It supports your nervous system, making sure that the messages your brain sends to your muscles are clear and accurate. Think about it: when the nerve signals get scrambled because of deficiencies, muscles don't respond properly. They twitch, they spasm, they cramp. Bananas help keep those signals steady and reliable. Now, one of the reasons I encourage bananas for people of all ages is because they're easy to digest and gentle on the stomach. Unlike processed foods or supplements, bananas deliver nutrients in a natural, bioavailable form your body recognizes and absorbs quickly. This means you can use bananas as a quick pre-workout snack to prevent cramps during exercise, or as an evening snack to protect against those nighttime spasms that wake you up out of a deep sleep. Let's also talk about sodium and fluid balance. Many people think of bananas only for potassium, but what they often forget is that potassium and sodium are partners. They work together to maintain the right amount of fluid inside and outside of your cells. If sodium is too high and potassium is too low, your muscles lose their ability to stay hydrated. That imbalance is one of the leading causes of cramping. By eating bananas, you're tipping the scale back toward balance, giving your body a natural way to keep fluid levels where they belong. Athletes around the world have known this secret for years. You'll see marathon runners, tennis players, and cyclists eating bananas before or during competition. Why? Because they know bananas keep their muscles firing, prevent cramps, and give them quick, clean energy without weighing them down. But this isn't just for athletes. This is for anyone, whether you're gardening, walking, working on your feet all day, or simply trying to stay active as you age. Bananas protect your muscles no matter who you are. I know some people worry about the sugar in bananas, but the natural sugars in bananas come packaged with fiber, vitamins, and minerals that slow down absorption and feed your cells in a balanced way. Unlike refined sugar, which spikes your blood sugar and then crashes it, bananas provide a steady release of energy while also replenishing the nutrients your muscles desperately need. For most people, the benefits far outweigh any concern. Think about how easy it is to add 1 or 2 bananas to your day. Slice one into your morning oatmeal, blend it into a smoothie, eat it before your workout, or simply peel and enjoy it on the go. That one small step could save you nights of painful cramps, help you move more freely, and strengthen your foundation, your legs. Remember, when the legs are strong, the body stays strong. Bananas are not a miracle pill, but they are a gift from nature that supports your body in ways many people overlook. They're portable, affordable, and accessible almost anywhere in the world. And every time you eat one, you're investing in the health of your muscles, your circulation, and your nervous system. So the next time your leg cramps remind you that something is off, think of the banana. Think of how this simple fruit can restore balance, prevent spasms, and give your body the natural healing it's been asking for. One of the most overlooked causes of leg cramps is dehydration and poor circulation. People often think cramps are only about muscles, but the truth is your muscles are only as healthy as the blood that feeds them and the water that flows through them. Without proper hydration, your electrolytes shift out of balance, your blood thickens, your circulation slows, and your muscles pay the price. Without circulation, oxygen and nutrients can't reach the tissues that need them, and waste products like lactic acid build up, irritating the muscles and triggering those painful spasms. Your body is made up of more than 70% water, and every cell depends on it. Muscles are like sponges. When they're hydrated, they stay flexible, elastic, and strong. When they dry out, they tighten, stiffen, and cramp. That's why people often notice cramps at night after a long day of sweating, working, or simply not drinking enough water. Your body becomes dehydrated, circulation slows, and your legs remind you in the worst possible way. But here's the beautiful part. Nature provides fruits that do far more than quench thirst. Take watermelon, for example. Watermelon is 92% water, but it's not just water. It's structured water filled with electrolytes, magnesium, and potassium. Eating watermelon not only hydrates your body, but also restores the minerals your muscles need to function smoothly. That's why athletes often eat watermelon before or after training. It's not just refreshing, it's medicinal. It cools down inflammation, reduces soreness, and keeps the blood moving freely through your legs. Oranges are another perfect example. When you eat an orange, you're not only taking in fluids, but also vitamin C, a powerful nutrient that strengthens blood vessels and connective tissue. Stronger blood vessels mean better circulation. Better circulation means more oxygen delivered to your muscles and less chance of cramps. Vitamin C also supports collagen production, which is critical for keeping your ligaments and tendons healthy. And remember, when your connective tissues are strong, your muscles have the support they need to perform without strain. Think about how circulation works. Your heart pumps blood, but it's the squeezing of your muscles, especially your calf muscles, that helps push that blood back up to the heart. If your muscles are weak or dehydrated, that pump doesn't work efficiently and blood can pool in your legs. That's when you start to feel heaviness, tightness, and cramping. By keeping hydrated and eating circulation-friendly fruits, you're not just treating cramps, you're preventing the entire cascade of problems that weak circulation causes. Hydration also affects your nerves. Nerves need electrolytes and water to fire properly. When you're dehydrated, the electrical signals between your brain and muscles become erratic, leading to misfiring and spasms. That's why drinking water alone sometimes isn't enough. You need water plus electrolytes. Fruits like watermelon and oranges give you both in a natural package, without the artificial additives or excessive sugars found in many sports drinks. Many people make the mistake of waiting until they feel thirsty to drink. By the time you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated. And dehydration doesn't just cause cramps, it causes fatigue, headaches, dizziness, and even joint pain. Your muscles and joints are bathed in fluid, and when that fluid dries up, friction increases, damage accumulates, and pain follows. Staying hydrated throughout the day and getting that hydration from water-rich fruits is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to stay healthy and cramp-free. Let's also not forget circulation is about movement. You could drink all the water in the world, but if you sit for hours without moving, circulation slows and your legs will suffer. This is why so many people who sit at desks or travel on airplanes for long periods get cramps. The blood isn't moving, oxygen isn't reaching the muscles, and toxins aren't being cleared. Combine that lack of movement with dehydration and cramps are almost guaranteed. So how can you put this into practice? Start by making hydration a daily priority. Don't just rely on plain water, include fruits that hydrate and nourish at the same time. A slice of watermelon in the afternoon, a glass of fresh orange juice in the morning, or simply eating an orange as a snack can make a significant difference. These fruits hydrate you at a cellular level and supply the nutrients that keep your circulation strong. When you think about cramps, don't just think about the muscle. Think about the system that supports it, the water that keeps it supple, the blood that feeds it, the oxygen that powers it, and the nutrients that restore it. Your legs need hydration and circulation as much as they need strength and flexibility. Without them, the muscles fail. With them, the muscles thrive. So remember this. Leg cramps are often your body's way of saying, I need more water, I need better circulation, I need balance. Listen to those signals. Stay hydrated, move often, and fill your diet with water-rich, circulation-friendly fruits like watermelon and oranges. Do this consistently. And you'll not only reduce cramps, but also build stronger, healthier legs that will carry you with energy and freedom for years to come. One of the most powerful minerals for your muscles, your nerves, and your entire body is magnesium. I call magnesium the great relaxer because without it, your body cannot let go of tension. And when your body can't relax, your muscles cramp, your legs tighten, and your nerves misfire. Most people don't realize just how critical magnesium is until they're dealing with the painful consequences of not having enough. Sadly, magnesium deficiency is one of the most common deficiencies in the world today. Stress, processed foods, medications, and even poor soil quality have stripped this vital mineral out of our lives. And when magnesium runs low, the body suffers, especially the legs. Your muscles contract when calcium enters the cells. That's how you move, how you walk, how you exercise. But here's the key. Those same muscles only relax when magnesium pushes the calcium back out. Without magnesium, calcium lingers and the muscle stays locked in a contracted state. That's when cramps hit. That's why you can rub, stretch, or move all you want. But if your magnesium is depleted, the problem will keep coming back. You need magnesium to unlock the muscle, to bring back that natural cycle of contraction and relaxation. Now where can you get magnesium in its most natural healing form? Fruits like avocados and dates are two of the most powerful sources. Avocados are truly a superfood for your muscles. One avocado provides about 15% of your daily magnesium needs, along with potassium, vitamin K, and healthy fats that protect your joints and keep inflammation low. Those healthy fats also help absorb other fat-soluble nutrients, making avocado not just a magnesium booster, but a whole body healer. When you eat avocado, you're feeding your muscles the minerals they need to stay flexible and strong, and you're giving your nervous system the nourishment it needs to stay calm and steady. Dates, on the other hand, are nature's energy bombs. They're sweet, they're satisfying, and they're packed with both magnesium and potassium. Think of dates as instant fuel for your muscles. When you've been active, sweating, or even just going through a stressful day, your body loses electrolytes. Eating a couple of dates replenishes those minerals quickly while also giving you natural sugars that restore energy without the crash that processed sweets bring. That's why dates have been used for centuries in desert climates to keep people energized, hydrated, and cramp-free under the harshest conditions. It's not just about avoiding cramps. Magnesium-rich fruits like avocados and dates also help reduce inflammation throughout the body. They calm the nervous system, which means less stress, better sleep, and fewer restless nights where your legs won't stop twitching. Many people who deal with restless leg syndrome, nighttime spasms, or difficulty sleeping are often low in magnesium. By simply adding more magnesium-rich foods into their diet, they notice significant improvements not only in their muscles, but also in their overall sense of calm and relaxation. Another thing to remember is that magnesium works together with other electrolytes. Potassium, calcium, and sodium all need magnesium to stay balanced. If you only focus on one mineral, you're missing the big picture. For example, too much calcium without enough magnesium leads to stiffness and cramps. Too much sodium without enough magnesium leads to fluid imbalance and tension. But when you bring magnesium into the mix, it restores harmony, keeps your muscles fluid, and prevents those painful spasms. Now let's bring this into daily practice. Start by adding half an avocado to your breakfast. Spread it on toast, blend it in a smoothie, or eat it with a sprinkle of lemon and sea salt. Carry a few dates with you as a snack in the afternoon when your energy dips. These small changes are powerful because they add up over time. Consistency is the secret. You don't need magnesium once. You need it every single day. And when you get it naturally from fruits, your body absorbs it better and uses it more effectively than from synthetic supplements. When your legs cramp, when they tighten, when they feel heavy and restless, it's not a random event. It's your body whispering, I need magnesium. I need balance. Listen to that whisper before it becomes a scream. Give your body the foods that restore harmony. Avocados and dates are more than just fruits. They're medicine provided by nature to keep your muscles relaxed, your nerves calm, and your legs strong. So the next time you feel that painful tightening in your calves, don't just think about stretching or massaging it away. Think deeper. Ask yourself, am I feeding my body the magnesium it needs to truly relax? Because when you do, those cramps fade, your muscles heal, and your body regains the peace and balance it was designed to have. When we think of cramps, we usually focus only on the pain in the moment, the sudden tightening of the muscle, the shock that shoots through the leg. But what often lingers afterward is just as important: soreness, stiffness, and fatigue that can make your legs feel heavy for hours or even days. This is where inflammation comes in. Every time your muscles cramp, tiny amounts of damage occur in the fibers. Your body responds with inflammation, swelling, and pain. If that cycle continues, your muscles never get the chance to fully recover, and your legs slowly weaken over time. That's why addressing inflammation is just as critical as addressing electrolyte balance and hydration. This is where cherries come in. Cherries are one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory fruits. Both sweet cherries and tart cherries contain compounds called anthocyanins, which are natural antioxidants that calm inflammation, reduce oxidative stress, and accelerate recovery. Think of them as a soothing balm for your muscles, working from the inside out. When you eat cherries or drink tart cherry juice, you're giving your muscles exactly what they need to repair the microscopic damage that leads to soreness and repeated cramping. Studies have shown that athletes who drink tart cherry juice before and after exercise experience less muscle soreness, recover faster, and perform better in subsequent workouts. But this isn't just for athletes. This is for anyone who struggles with leg pain, nighttime cramps, or restless legs. By reducing inflammation, cherries allow your muscles to heal instead of staying locked in a constant cycle of irritation. Cherries also support circulation, which is essential for preventing cramps. The compounds in cherries help improve blood flow by protecting the lining of your blood vessels, allowing oxygen and nutrients to reach your muscles more efficiently. Stronger circulation means fewer toxins trapped in your tissues, less stiffness, and more energy in your legs. If you've ever felt that deep heaviness in your legs at night or after sitting too long, poor circulation and inflammation were likely working hand in hand. Cherries help break that cycle. There's also another incredible benefit. Cherries are one of the very few natural sources of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. And sleep is one of the most important times for muscle recovery. Your body heals when you rest, not when you're stressed and awake. Many people who deal with leg cramps also deal with disrupted sleep. They wake up in the middle of the night in pain, or they toss and turn because their legs won't settle down. Adding cherries, especially in the evening, can support deeper, more restorative sleep, while simultaneously calming inflammation and reducing cramps. That's a powerful combination that no pill can truly match. Tart cherries in particular have been studied extensively. Drinking just a small glass of tart cherry juice daily has been linked to reduced muscle pain, less joint stiffness, and improved overall recovery. Imagine what that can mean for you, being able to walk farther, move easier, and sleep through the night without your legs tightening up. That's not just comfort, that's quality of life. Now let's talk about practicality. How can you add cherries into your daily routine? Fresh cherries are wonderful when they're in season. A handful a day can work wonders for your muscles. When they're out of season, frozen cherries or pure tart cherry juice are excellent alternatives. Just make sure you choose juice without added sugars or artificial ingredients. Let nature's medicine work in its purest form. You can also blend cherries into smoothies, sprinkle them over oatmeal, or enjoy them as an evening snack to support better sleep. The beauty of cherries is that they don't just mask the pain, they go to the root of the problem by calming inflammation, improving circulation, and aiding recovery. They help restore balance so your muscles can do what they were designed to do, move freely without cramping. And when your muscles are free from inflammation, you not only feel better physically, but also mentally, you feel lighter, more energized, and more confident in your body. I want you to remember this: leg cramps are not just about what happens in the moment. They are about what happens after, the lingering pain, the stiffness, the inflammation that slowly chips away at your strength. By adding anti-inflammatory fruits like cherries into your diet, you give your body the tools it needs to recover, rebuild, and stay strong. This is a simple choice with powerful effects. So the next time your legs cramp, don't just ask how you can stop the pain.